Hey, we're the Geeky Guys.
Hey,
We weren't here last month.
we wasn't, but we're back.
We're back this month.
And we're going to be talking some new DC with some Titans and Doom Patrol. And also mentioning Return of Lucifer.
We're also going to be talking Star Trek Discovery, of course. And we're going to be unboxing an Eaglemoss.
Another Eaglemoss.
Some good stuff there.
Yeah, definitely. Very good stuff. But before all that, we need to talk about Arrow.
We do.
It's coming to an end.
It is. It's a shame.
After 7 years fighting crime and saving the city. We've got season 8 towards the end of this year and next year. 10 episodes.
Just 10 episodes.
Just the 10.
I think I like that because whatever they're doing on that series is going to be quite intense.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 10 really good episodes.
I think so.
Yeah.
And no Felicity Smoke.
No.
And Rebecca Ricards has stepped out for the final season.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
But as we know with DC, it's not ever the end. Spin-offs, appearances. It's probably not the last we've seen of Green Arrow.
Let's hope not. The other shows are continuing, although there were rumours that the crossover episodes that are going to happen next year would kill off a character. I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Possibly, yeah, we have heard.
Or two characters. If you go by the comics, which was it Crisis on Earth X?
Yeah.
They did kill some off, so we don't know whether they're going to do that or not.
No, that's very true. It's certainly going to be interesting to see where they go with it and where they leave it. But I thought it was quite nice that Stephen Amell did quite a nice emotional video from his trailer, didn't he? At the end of season 7.
Yeah.
Telling the fans what the truth of the matter was and how sad he was to be finishing and how they were like a family and how close they were and how they've become good friends over the years and how well they've worked together. Thought it was quite nice touch that he did that rather than just trying to look online what's happening. He actually came out and put everybody right, didn't he?
A couple have done that recently.
They have.
Yes. The other DC shows, as far as we're aware, are still going strong. So Legends, Supergirl,
Flash.
And The Flash.
Yeah, we're liking them, aren't they? They've been good.
Where's the Superman series? That's what I want to know.
That's what we need. Tyler Hoechlin will have his own series. But yeah, I think they've been pretty good, the latest series of those shows. And of course we've got the new shows as well. We've got Titans, which has been very good with exploring Robin and the Teen Titans team.
It's kind of a Robin after he's kind of left Batman.
Yes,
a little bit older, so it's very much following the comics.
They're a little bit estranged, aren't they?
Yeah. I've not really watched it, but I know you said it's really good. This
I know you did pick up a bit of information about Batman. For
that was just
2,
released lately. So Ian Glenn, who's from Game of Thrones, is going to be playing Batman in the new series of Titans.
Well, from Game of Thrones, he's going to be an older Bruce Wayne, isn't he, in season 2?
Yeah.
And it sounds as though, from what we've read, that he's going to be helping them out and assisting. Officially, he helped out a little bit in season 1, but it was kind of Robin just using his tech and using his safe houses and just assuming he'd be okay with it.
He'll be alright.
Bruce will be fine. Fuck Bruce. But I think in season 2 he's going to be a lot more involved, so that'll be cool. See that, as we're big fans of Batman, so that'll be good. And we've also got Doom Patrol.
Yes.
As well, another DC. The only main character that's really well known at this point, if you're not into the original comics, is Cyborg, of course, who's going to eventually have his own DC feature film.
We think.
Or they were going to.
Justice League didn't quite do what they thought.
No. Tanked a little bit, didn't it?
And that's a shame. To be fair, they should have done the Marvel approach and introduced them all separately first.
We've said this, didn't we? At the time, as soon as they did Justice League, even before we'd seen it, we said it might have been better to do the Flash film, the Cyborg film, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and then bring them all together. And it would have been nice to have a new solo Batman, new solo Superman movie, and then brought them together. And we think that it would have done better, would have been received better. Yeah. But they didn't. But Cyborg's in Doom Patrol. He's in there with Larry Traynor. With Robot Man, played by Brendan Fraser.
He's not been on the screens for a while.
No, he's been off the scene for a little while, hasn't he, since The Mummy, and a couple of films that didn't do quite so well. I think he got out of shape, and he kind of got a little bit strange from the movie and TV industry, moved away from Hollywood.
Actors do that a bit, don't they? They go through phases of being in and out. And,
But he's back, he's on form, and you've not seen it yet, but it's a very good performance. It's a very complex character that he's playing that's had a massive change in his life. He plays it really well, so I think Brendan Fraser's on the way up, he's on the way back.
One to watch.
One to watch, definitely. And then we've also got Rita Farr, who plays kind of like the Blob, and there is plenty of other people in there as well. As I mentioned to you, we're Bond fans. We've got Timothy Dalton, who's playing Niles Calder, who's kind of like the Professor X, who's like over the team, looking after the team, trying to get the best out of them.
Interesting to see him in that kind of role.
Yeah, he's very good actually. You wouldn't imagine he'd be good in that role, but he's actually quite funny and quite dark and gritty when he needs to be. Yeah, it's fantastic. Really, really enjoying that.
And talking about new things, Lucifer is back for their series 4 on Netflix, May 8th in the UK.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
It worked. Save Lucifer
yeah,
worked.
The
That's
Save
brilliant.
Lucifer campaign worked, so we took part in it, and he's back. And from what he said, you're going to be seeing a lot more of him on Netflix in season 4. And I think that was meant to be taken very literally. I think there's going to be a lot more of his sexy scenes with the ladies, so to speak, from what we're hearing. So a bit more naughty Lucifer.
So they're going for ratings.
Yeah, they're going for ratings, all that.
The story-wise, what I'm interested to find out what happens is at the end of the last series, you had an episode where he came clean to Chloe and showed her who he was.
Yeah,
showed
the
her
devil
his face.
face.
Then they kind of just brushed that under the carpet for a few episodes where they wrapped up the series because they knew it was coming to an end, and you kind of got. They just never mentioned it again.
No, they kind of had the weird kind of like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, like
where,
a flashbacky episode. What would happen if? But then they just carried on. We never really got an answer to what happened.
No, so hopefully when it comes back, they'll kind of forget those a little bit and carry on from where the main series ended. We're hoping.
Yeah, so that's coming up, and that's going to be quite good.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
So next, I think it's time to talk about.
I think it is.
Star Trek Discovery.
Star Trek Discovery.
We're on Series 2. We're at the penultimate episode now, so we've got 1 to go.
1 to go next Friday.
What are you thinking about the series so far?
I'm really liking it. I'm slightly preferring it to Season 1. I think now they're out of the war situation that was in for most of the first series that was quite dark and quite intense.
You say that, they've almost kind of got a war on their hands now anyway.
Yeah, they have a little bit, I suppose.
Control.
But it's a much lighter tone, there's a lot more humour in it. And we've said the introduction of Anson Mount, Captain Pike,
Fantastic performance as Pike.
Has really, really added to this season.
There's a lot of Bruce Greenwood that played him in the 2009 films. There's kind of similarities between
There's
that
elements
and
of that
character.
in there, really.
I like that. Sort of a laid back, but yet authoritative at the same time.
Yeah, there is a bits of a traditional Starfleet captain in there, isn't there?
Casual, but only to a point.
Yeah.
There's that respect there, and I love the way he plays it. It's fantastic.
We're liking Captain Pike.
I think just before we go more into the story, let's just talk about the Enterprise.
Yeah, we've now seen
a glimpse at the end of Series 1, and then as we went into Series 2 a little bit, but we never saw the inside of it.
We have now.
The Enterprise bridge, phenomenal, brilliant. I love the fact they
lovely.
put that red tinge to it.
Yeah, there's the red and whites and greys in there from the original series version.
It's
but modernised.
a lovely tip of the hat to the original. A lot of original features.
Yeah.
And I think I saw a tweet by one of the guys who worked on the design of it. It was over 240 animated screens on that set.
Blimey.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. It's a nod to the old one, but it's its own thing as well, isn't it? It's modern
and now they've built a set. Come on, CBS.
Let's
we
have a
know we
series.
need an Enterprise series. We have Pike, we've got Spock, and we've got an Enterprise and a lovely set. Let's
give them a
use
series.
It. Yes.
They should. That'd be really good. We'd like
Words
to see.
of Alan Partridge, Enterprise, DS9, Voyager, animated series. What does this tell you about Star Trek shows?
People like them.
Well, let's make more of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a brilliant set.
Yeah, we're liking that.
We're at the point at the moment where obviously Control has got control of the Section 31 ships. And it's
Yeah,
coming
damn
after
you,
them.
Control.
And what people I think might have forgotten about is in between series 1 and 2, there were some shorts.
Yes, that's right.
Several shorts, just 5 minutes long, and they said they were going to reference those in series 2.
Yeah.
We've now got to the point where that's actually going to happen. What happened?
We'd kind of forgotten about them a little bit.
Yeah.
And we kind of watched them and said, yeah, they're good. And then
Yeah.
we sort of realised, that's how that
Hang
played
on
into
a
that. I recognise that from that.
The second
well.
episode was called Calypso,
Yeah.
which had a character called Croft came, and he woke up on discovering the future and no one was around, and the
Yeah.
computer had almost evolved intelligence-wise into an artificial
gained
intelligence.
Artificial intelligence, yeah.
Bearing in mind that now Discovery, the plan is to jump it to the future,
Yeah,
where it's on its own. Could that be where it develops this intelligence?
Yeah.
We don't know.
because they said that's what Control needed, the sphere data, to get the artificial intelligence and to become its own conscience. Obviously, it sounds as though that's how Discovery has done it. It's used the sphere data and become self-aware.
Or has it evolved on its own over time?
Or
Has it
maybe.
been on its own? We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
It's interesting.
And of course, the first short had Tilly on board, and she met someone called Poe
In the mess hall. With,
in the mess hall.
Making a
And
mess.
obviously, Poe, who's queen of a planet, came
Yeah.
back in the last episode to help them out as well. So that was another connection.
Bit of a tech genius, isn't
Yeah,
she?
we got all the who's this person, how do you know her? And they're all trying to be quite use decorum and very posh, and she just jumps on her and gives her a hug and gives her ice cream.
Yeah, it's
Very
very,
right.
very informal, isn't it?
Very Tilly.
Yeah, very silly.
So that's brilliant. And I mean, finally, we had a character die.
We did.
And then the actress came right back again.
That's something else.
So Sarah
Sarah Mitchell, isn't it?
came back from playing Ariam to Lieutenant Nielsen.
Yeah,
So
good old
basically,
Ariam.
came off the set in costume, took all the makeup off, and came on as somebody else. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's
And
great,
that's
isn't it?
brilliant.
It's good that
those
kept her on.
the cast really as a family, and I think keeping the actors if they can is really nice.
Yeah, and just repurposing them. I mean, why not? I mean, she wasn't recognisable from her previous things. She had a lot of prosthetics and things all over her being an android, didn't she? So,
Yeah.
it was good to do that. And it was one of those deaths that kind of you felt a little bit because she got a good relationship with Burnham
Even
and Tilly
at
and
the end,
the rest of the crew.
it was kind of, she was trying to do a bad thing, but it wasn't really her doing it. She was under
Yeah.
control of someone else, and it's that moment where it's like, you know, you need to kill me, otherwise
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you. And it was bittersweet.
Yeah, it was. Had to be done. But yet, R.I.P. Ariam.
Well, I think for now that's enough Discovery. We're going to
Yeah.
talk a little bit more about it next time once we get to the end of the series, see how it wraps up and see how we're going to go into the future.
Yeah,
But I think it's that time again now then, Dave.
I think it is.
It's an unboxing video.
We need to go off and unbox something from Eaglemoss.
Let's take a look and see
Let's
what
go and
we've
do
got.
it.
I'm quite excited about this one because it's my favourite Doctor of the classic Doctors. It's Tom Baker, the Fourth Doctor. Now, we've already had a Doctor already, a Fourth Doctor. We'll have a look at that in a second. But this is issue 132, and it's the Fourth Doctor from Legopolis. Which means, of course, he's changed out the old brownie colours and gone for a more red long coat. And here he is. Still with the famous long scarf, this time, however, a more maroon colour. All the way down to the bottom. As always, really good quality from Eaglemoss. The details are really there. All the Doctors are actually really good, actually. And there he is. And just to compare him with the old one, we pop him next to the TARDIS. This was the other Fourth Doctor figure from his first episode, Robot, in 1974, with the brown felt hat. In this one, he did have a red felt hat in it later on. Legopolis, of course, was his last episode, where he regenerated into Peter Davidson's Doctor. So there's the two Fourth Doctors. Excuse me, the old one and of course the new one that's just come out. And I think, although I do like the maroon coat, I think I prefer the original 74 costume for the Fourth Doctor. But that's just me. That is a great figure. I love the Tom
It
Baker
is.
figure.
It's great, that, isn't it? The
Well,
most classic Doctor.
we met him as well. Nice guy, Tom Baker.
Chiswick Community Arts Centre of all places. He was very charming.
Just a few things before we end today. We will both be attending Mansfield Mighty Minicon
We will.
on the 28th of April.
Dallas Street,
The,
Mansfield.
The information's going to be right up at the end of the video, so you can click on there and get tickets. There's quite a lot of Star Wars stuff there.
Yeah.
Stalls, vendors. Have a photo taken with a nice big Jabba the Hutt and a
Slave
princess slave Leia. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, I think so.
On a slightly sadder note, Supernatural. They announced earlier this month that it was coming to an
It's
end.
ending next year.
Series 15 is the last series with just 20 episodes.
Yeah, the end of Sam and Dean.
So we're going to take a look back next time over at least 14 years.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk
About
about.
Supernatural, so that's going to be cool. So look out for that video coming soon. And again, I haven't said anything yet, but finally, that's better. We're going to look at Grand Tour just very quickly.
Yeah.
It's come to an end.
Yeah, the studio
It's not quite
side.
geeky, but we're talking about it anyway because we'd like to watch it. Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond no longer in the tent. No audience, no track, no times.
No Conversation
No
Street.
Conversation Street. Our whole thing is just Conversation Street.
It is pretty much.
And it's gone, and that's quite sad.
Yeah, they're carrying on with the specials, but
They're
they're
doing
driving
specials.
around the world in the cars doing things as per usual, but the studio stuff's over.
So, in honour of that, we're going to end the show today by saying, on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Bye.